Hi, I'm Jim Ward. I am the attorney and founder for StraightTalkDivorce.com. I started the company based upon my frustration of seeing people needlessly spend thousands and thousands of dollars on their divorce. It doesn't have to be that way. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge I can give you as far as California divorce law in a nutshell as it applies to the particular facts of your case, you'll come out better. Friends, former clients, other attorneys said, Jim, you're unique. You have the family law knowledge, but then you also have this vast background in investments, tax, real estate, financing, and you can pull it all together for people and help them through the process easier. That's what I do. Take a look at the website. Now, divorce in California. I'll tell you that it is not always predictable. Things can go wrong. Here's a couple of important cases that were just decided last year to give you an idea. In one case that went a few years, the wife had a very aggressive attorney. She was probably very happy with him being so aggressive. At the end of the trial, she asked for $600,000 to be paid to her for legal fees and $300,000 for legal costs. She was asking for over $900,000. Instead, the court granted $400,000 to her ex, $100,000 in sanctions against her attorney, and $300,000 in legal fees. Why the big difference? Why the sanctions? The court said that her attorney was aggressive. He was unprofessional, he was uncooperative, he was rude, he caused unnecessary delays, and he created unnecessary legal fees. Imagine that. An attorney creating unnecessary legal fees. That's what happened in that case. The next case, the husband was hiding the ball. In California, you have to disclose all of your assets, where they are, what they're valued at. He was hiding his assets. At the end of that trial, the court awarded his wife $100,000 in legal fees and $200,000 in sanctions. The husband appealed. At the appellate level, the court allowed her to keep the $100,000, but they overturned the $200,000 in sanctions. Why? The court didn't disagree with that, but technically, because she had failed to file a short, simple 4-page form with the court, because her attorney had overlooked that, she was not eligible for sanctions. That form needed to be filed with the court before she requested sanctions. So because of that omission, she lost out on $200,000. Those are the types of things that can happen. Amongst themselves, attorneys will tell each other how divorce in California is very mechanical. We are a no-fault divorce state, and community property is split 50-50. It should be easy, but it isn't. There's little nuances. Things get sidetracked, things get done wrong. Maybe you don't have the right attorney. Things get strung out. Maybe you're paying more than you need to. Those are things you need to be aware of, you need to be alert to, you need to watch out what's going on. As far as retainer fees to start out with an attorney, sometimes with a mediator as well, they'll be asking for a large retainer fee. Those retainer fees can be $5,000 or $10,000. I've seen them even to $40,000 or $50,000. And the California Bar and their publications to the public says right there, a true non-refundable retainer fee is just that, non-refundable. So if you fire the attorney, if the attorney doesn't finish the work for you, they still keep that retainer fee. And why? Why is it so high? Why do they do this? Well, in training attorneys, they'll also say, hey, in a divorce case, that may be the only money that you get. You may be fired with a client, or the client may decide not to go through with the divorce. So, or the client won't pay your bill because it's so high. So you have to get that money up front. Another thing that the bar will tell you is that to achieve better success, you and your attorney have to have common goals. That's a nice statement, but I ask you, in divorce, is that really going to happen? In many of the cases, it won't. Why? Because you want to finish it fast at a very low cost. The attorney, on the other hand, has an inherent conflict with that because they earn more if the trial goes on or if the case for the divorce drags on and drags on. Now you have to know what the issues are and what's worth fighting for, because some of the issues that go to court simply aren't worth fighting for, and you need to know that in advance. I can help you with that. So check out the website. There's an awful lot of information there. Book an appointment. You can book it right through the website and we'll talk. I primarily do individual consulting on video conferencing or on the telephone, but I can also do couples consulting, couples mediation on video conference. You don't need to sit next to each other. You can be in separate buildings, separate states, and it still works just fine. Why do we do the couples? Well, because if you realize what the law is, but your spouse or your spouse's attorney is still trying to agitate and go for something that they can't get or that's really not within the realm of reality, you're going to end up paying your attorney more and more to defend against that. That's the time to ask your spouse, look, come on, join me in a couples mediation for an hour via video conference and have someone explain the laws to you so that you understand that maybe your attorney is chasing things that don't need to be chased. Get real, learn about it, protect yourself, protect your family. Thank you.